ladies, it's Britt. Today we're doing an intermediate level restorative yoga sequence using 2 blocks. Ideally, your yoga blocks are nice and sturdy and they are both the same shape and size. We're going to use the blocks for some deeply restful chest opening poses where you can soften your tight shoulders and open your energetic heart. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that I've created a 3-part yoga video series for everyday aches and pains. I call it Feel Good Yoga. There's one video for lower back pain, one video for tight hips and legs, and one for tension in the neck and shoulders. You'll find a link to download this Feel Good Yoga series in the description for this video. So make sure you go and check it out when you're done here. All right, grab your 2 blocks and let's get started. Let's begin with a supported fish pose, Matsyasana, which is a great chest opener and heart opener. So we'll start by placing a block crosswise on the mat, and then you'll have another block at the top of the mat. And I'll show you the second block can be in different positions. So we'll start with the block vertically up on its highest height. So sitting in front of the block that's near the center of the mat, I'm going to use the strength in my arms to support my body as I lean back. And what I want to do is place the block directly below my shoulder blades. So placing the block directly below my shoulder blades, I'm going to reach back, grab the second block, and place it underneath my head. Then arms at the sides, palms up, releasing the throat, releasing the chest, opening the heart. You can stay here as long as you like. If you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, you can move the block that's under your head to be at a lower level. So maybe it matches the block that's under your shoulder blades. Taking a moment here to breathe, rest, allowing the heart to release and soften. And if you want to try an even more expansive heart opener, you can actually completely remove the block that's under your head and allow the throat to open as you release the head back. Staying here as long as you like, allowing your breath to flow in and out. Finding softness and release. Finding a moment of peace as you breathe. When you're ready to come up, you're going to bend your elbows and place your forearms on the mat. And then use the strength in your arms to push the torso up, and then coming all the way up to sitting. Now remove one of the blocks, and we'll use the second block for a legs up towards the ceiling pose, but in the center of the room. So it's similar to legs up the wall, but we don't actually use a wall for this one. So lying on your mat, grab your block, and I'll show you 3 different block positions. So starting at the lowest position, you're going to lift up your hips and then place the block underneath your sacrum, underneath the back of your hips. And then hug the knees into the chest, and then reach the legs up to the ceiling. Pressing with the balls of the feet up towards the ceiling to activate the legs. To come out, you're going to bend the knees, place the feet flat on the mat. And then you can raise the hips and either remove the block, or if you want to try the second position, you can turn the block to the middle position, still underneath the hips, underneath the sacrum. Hug the knees in, then straighten the legs. Make sure the legs are active. Pushing the balls of the feet up towards the ceiling. It's like if you were pressing your brake in your car. It's that same sensation in the way that you press the feet up towards the ceiling. And bend the knees, release the feet down to the mat. All right, third block position. This is the trickiest one. Move the block to its highest level. Take a moment to find the right position underneath your hips. This is much more of a balanced pose at this point. And then when you're ready, bend the knees in. Strong belly, straighten the legs up towards the ceiling. Activate the legs. Press the balls of the feet up towards the ceiling, like if you were pressing the brake pedal in your car. Stay here as long as you like, breathing. And when you're ready to come out, bend the knees, place the feet flat on the mat. Raise the hips, and then you can remove the block. And we'll do a supported bridge pose that uses 2 blocks and the wall. So for this one, I'll show you the highest block level, but you can do it at a lower level if you'd like. We're going to place 1 block at the wall, and then the other block you're going to keep on the side, and I'll show you how to place it underneath your hips. So lying down on the floor in front of the wall, you're going to bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor. Then grab the block, the second block, raise your hips, and place the block underneath your sacrum, underneath your hips, just like we did when we had the legs up to the ceiling. Now this time, place your toes on the block that's at the wall, and then you're going to place your heels on the block that's at the wall. Then grab the block that's underneath your hips and slowly, carefully scooch your way away from the wall. Scooch away from the wall until your legs are straight. And so your legs are straight, you have your feet flat on the wall, and you have a block underneath your heels and another block underneath your sacrum, underneath your hips. Ideally, the 2 blocks are at the same height so that your legs are actually parallel to the floor. But if that's uncomfortable, you can of course adjust the position of the blocks. And then we'll do cactus arms, bending the elbows, releasing the arms onto the floor. And close your eyes and breathe. This is another great chest opener, heart opener. It also uses a little bit of core strength to hold the pose. It's a supported bridge, one of my favorite poses. When you're ready to come out, you're going to bend your knees, place your feet flat on the floor. Bend your knees, place your feet flat on the floor. Use the strength in the legs to bring the hips up. Remove the block that's under your hips. And then slowly, carefully bring your spine back down to the floor. And then you can roll over onto your side and come to a seated position. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope that you enjoyed this sequence. If you did, make sure to like the video. You can leave a comment below, and please subscribe to my channel. Also, remember to check the video description for your free gift to download. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. See you next time.